heard the girl likes cooking. So the guy practices cooking with his buddy every day. But the girl still turns him down. His buddies to comfort him. It's okay. Maybe it'll come in handy later. The guy's confused. Where is he gonna use this stuff? When Yu Zhao is a beta, and Ying Jixuan is an alpha. They've known each other since they were kids. A month ago Yu Zhao was hanging out with friends at school, and the second he looked up, he suddenly saw a beautiful blonde girl. Oh my god, that girl looks exactly like Jixuan. His friend told him she's Jixuan's cousin Li Hairui, and she's also a beta. Hairui and Jixuan look so much alike, but Yu Zhao felt like he fell for Hairui at first sight. He shyly went up and asked for her number, but Hairui recognized Yu Zhao. She told Yu Zhao to just ask Jixuan for her number. When Yu Zhao got home, he said he fell for Hairui at first sight, and Jixuan practically jumped off the couch. You saw Hairui? You like her? Yu Zhao looked down shyly and said, I looked into her eyes and felt my heart skip a beat. Jixuan frowned. Hairui looks just like him, especially the eyes. This clueless guy doesn't understand his own heart, and now he's asking another beta for her number, and says he likes someone who looks exactly like him. Jixuan got a little cranky. Good thing Hairui's a lesbian, or he'd really turn into a jealous mess. Yu Zhao kept pestering him about what Hairui likes. Jixuan's mind was racy. He looked up at Yu Zhao and said, Hairui likes cooking. Want me to help you practice? You're not an Omega, but I'll take my time teaching you. This clueless childhood friend still hasn't figured out he likes him. Jixuan decided to mess with Yu Zhao a little. Yu Zhao said he fell for Jixuan's cousin Hairui at first sight. So Jixuan lied and said Hairui likes cooking. Yu Zhao all flustered. Jixuan thought it was hilarious. That night Yu Zhao went to bed early, but Jixuan couldn't sleep. Is there any way to turn Yu Zhao into an Omega? Jixuan clicked on a post with high hopes, only to find it was just some motivational nonsense. Jixuan tossed his phone aside, looking at Yu Zhao sleeping peaceful beside. It's okay, beta is beta. Things are good as they are now. The next day Yu Zhao met up with Hairui alone, and they both turned out to love architecture. Then suddenly a blonde guy popped up and startled Yu Zhao. Jixuan acted all cute asking Yu Zhao to buy him food, and once Yu Zhao left, Jixuan interrogated Hairui about what they talked about, and told Hairui not to tell Yu Zhao about his family. Hairui gave him a strange look. You won't even let Yu Zhao talk to others. He can't know about your stuff. Jixuan just smiled and said no. On the way home Yu Zhao said to Jixuan, I think Hairui and I are meant to be. Jixuan nearly choked on air. Then he heard Yu Zhao decided to confess to Hairui, and Jixuan got a little angry. Didn't I tell you she likes cooking? Yu Zhao scratched his head. Maybe I can learn what she likes. Jixuan felt a headache coming on, but suddenly had a brilliant idea. He pretended to look worried and said to Yu Zhao, actually Hairui doesn't just like cooking. She also likes playing all kinds of blindfold games. Can you handle that? Aren't you scared of the dark? Yu Zhao suddenly fell into thought, but Jixuan continued. If you're okay with it, I'll help you. I'll teach you how to match what Hairui likes. I'll make you more Omega than an actual Omega. This super high quality alpha never marked a partner, only because the person he likes is a beta. But Jixuan's in a great mood today, because tonight he gets to cook with Yu Zhao. Meanwhile Yu Zhao was at home, watching Jixuan's interview. The host asked Jixuan why he's never marked a partner, and if he'd have good news soon. Jixuan said with a troubled look, I'm still waiting for someone who'll choose me. Yu Zhao stared at his phone thinking, of course he's an alpha, so calm saying stuff like that. Then he remembered Jixuan asked him to practice cooking today. Yu Zhao shot up and looked at the little toy he bought online. Can that thing really go in? Omegas are amazing. As soon as Jixuan walked in, he wrapped Yu Zhao in his arms. It's been 4 days. Yu Zhao doesn't smell like him anymore. Yu Zhao pushed Jixuan to go shower. Jixuan was happy seeing him all shay. Did you prepare something? The next second Jixuan's face went dark. What the heck did you buy? Yu Zhao laughed awkwardly, saying he saw it in an online video. Watch less of those videos. If you use that, you'll need a wheelchair later. Yu Zhao was completely mortified. Jixuan said gently, let's take it slow, don't get hurt. We've helped each other before, right? Yu Zhao thought about that incident and wanted to die of embarrassment. But Jixuan seemed really happy. Yu Zhao pushed Jixuan away, but Jixuan wouldn't let him go. You did it 3 times and wouldn't let me touch you. You know how unhappy I was. Once isn't enough now. Who said these two are like eggs and tomatoes? It's killing me. Jixuan turned Yu Zhao's face to kiss him, but Yu Zhao immediately blocked him. Are you crazy? Why would you do that? Jixuan said like it was obvious. Of course we gotta start with a kiss. Seeing Yu Zhao all fidgety and not wanting to kiss, Jixuan looked like a sad puppy. So you don't like that? You like it direct? Okay then. Jixuan performed a disappearing act. Seeing Yu Zhao looking so cute, Jixuan froze for a sec. Actually today he only planned to use his hands. But could he really hold back? Yu Zhao peeked at Jixuan. He looks way too serious. But I'm not an Omega, how would I react? All I can say is Yu Zhao baby, you'll regret being stubborn now. In the end Yu Zhao tried to escape crying but Jixuan pulled him back. Jixuan thought Yu Zhao was absolutely adorable. But since it's just the beginning, let's stop here for today. The next day, Jixuan asked while eating a sweet, when's our next practice session? Yu Zhao looked exhausted. You maniac. I still feel weird. Jixuan perked up when he heard that. Want me to check for you? But you enjoyed it yesterday. Yu Zhao physically blocked Jixuan from saying more. but Jixuan had plenty of ways to tease him.
Yu Zhao hit him frantically.
What are you doing? Jixuan smiled and held the sweet up to Yu Zhao's lips. So when's our next practice? After tasting what it was like, Jixuan couldn't wait to practice cooking with Yu Zhao again. But Yu Zhao said he's busy this week. He's helping a friend model for photos. Yu Zhao touched his neck. I'll practice by myself when I have time.
Jixuan wasn't happy about that.
I already agreed to help you. Why practice on your own? I'll come find you as soon as I'm free. Yu Zhao was stunned. Don't you have a home? You're always at mine. Jixuan suddenly changed the subject, saying he had to work, leaving Yu Zhao confused. Yu Zhao thought about how he and Jixuan have known each other for 18 years, but he's never been to his house or knows about his family. Why does Jixuan never talk about it? That day, Yu Zhao went to his friend's studio to model, but the changing area was a tiny booth. Yu Zhao was a little scared, but didn't want to trouble anyone, so he just endured it and changed in the booth. Yu Zhao seems to have claustrophobia. He scratched his neck raw in that tiny booth. Just then his phone rang. It was Jixuan video calling. Yu Zhao put his face right up to the camera, and Jixuan jumped on the other end. But while he complained about Yu Zhou's big face, he was frantically taking screenshots. Jixuan noticed Yu Zhou's neck was red, and asked worriedly what happened. Yu Zhao covered his neck saying he was fine, just a mosquito bite. Jixuan didn't quite believe it. Yu Zhao said he had to shoot, and hung up. Jixuan muttered while looking at his phone. Yeah, right. Gotta go check on him tonight. Alphas were so pretty when they were little. These childhood friends as babies are too cute. Today a new blondie kid came to kindergarten. Our pretty little Jixuan. But he seemed really quiet. Yu Zhao just stared. During break, Jixuan sat alone. Yu Zhao quietly sat down next to him. Jixuan looked at him strange. Yu Zhao's eyes sparkled as he said to Jixuan, "You look like a princess." "I'm Wen Yu Zhao. What's your name?" But little Jixuan frowned, suddenly stood up, and pushed Yu Zhao to the ground, proving he's a boy. Which scared baby Yu Zhao so much. He ran crying to the teacher. Jixuan said, "He said I looked like a princess, so I showed him." The teacher just smiled at Jixuan. "Jixuan, that's not right. Don't do that again." Little Jixuan looked out, and baby Yu Zhao had already cried himself to sleep. Jixuan looked at him sleeping, and reached out to poke his little cheek. He's like a little kid. "But Jixuan baby, you're a little kid too." Jixuan took Yu Zhou's hand, and softly whispered sorry in his ear. This scene is just too cute. Jixuan suddenly woke up from his dream memory. His manager was waking him up. He swatted away his manager's hand from his shoulder. Besides Yu Zhao, he really hates people touching him. Jixuan arrived at Yu Zhou's place, but heard Yu Zhao yelling for him not to come in. Hearing that, Jixuan sped up. Is someone else at Yu Zhou's? He rushed to Yu Zhao's room, only to find Yu Zhao holding a plastic toy. We're an alpha and a beta, not an alpha and omega. What's the big deal about doing it? Yu Zhao really is like a strawberry shortcake, but the sweet and easy to fool kind. Yu Zhao decided to practice by himself today. But why does it feel different from that day? Was it because it was Jixuan that day? While thinking, he suddenly heard the door open. Yu Zhao sat up startled. Turns out Jixuan came to find him. Before Yu Zhao could hide it, Jixuan was already at the door. Total public execution. "Jixuan, why'd you come suddenly?" "You've been busy, so I thought I'd practice myself." Jixuan poked his forehead angrily. "I'm busy, so you wait for me. Why do this?" "Yu Zhao, think about it. If no one's helping you, what if something goes wrong? You're gonna call an ambulance like that?" Yu Zhao was a little scared. Is it really that serious? Jixuan took the little toy away. "I'm confiscating this. You're such a reckless kid." Yu Zhao scratched his head. "If not that, then what?" But Jixuan smirked. "This sketchy plastic isn't safe at all. Gotta pick something safe." Yu Zhao was confused. What's safer? Paused for a second before suddenly realized the safe thing couldn't be little Jixuan. Seeing Jixuan's face getting closer, Yu Zhao panicked a little. "Are you crazy? That's not practice." The Jixuan smiled. "You said it's practice, so it's practice. Don't overthink it. Was there anything we can't do together?" "Yu Zhao, wanna kiss me?" After deciding to practice together, Jixuan rushed off to shower, but came out without drying his hair. Yu Zhao complained his hair was dripping. Jixuan paused. "You have no idea how hot an alpha looks like this." Yu Zhao didn't look at him. "I'm a beta. What good does you being hot do? Go dry it already." Jixuan wasn't happy. "No, I won't blow dry it. We're gonna shower again later anyway." Yu Zhao shyly pulls out a blindfold. "Didn't you say Hairui likes this? I need to get used to it." Jixuan rolls his eyes. He rolls over and wraps himself up. Yu Zhao shakes him from behind. Jixuan pouts. "Do you really like Hairui that much?" Yu Zhao looks confused. "You're the one who said you'd help me. Why are you mad?" "That's because they said." Whatever Huang, never mind. Yu Zhao stares at Jixuan covering his head. "Is this because of what happened before? I can't be scared of this stuff forever. I can get over it if I take it slow." Jixuan peeks out from under the blanket. He sighs. "If you're even a little scared, tell me right away. How did it go when you practiced by yourself earlier?" Yu Zhao can only laugh awkwardly. The Jixuan looks up at him. "Should we kiss?" Yu Zhao instantly says no. "We're not in that kind of relationship." Jixuan is super unhappy. "Looks like today's gonna be a rough ride." Jixuan puts on the blindfold, goofing around. After making Yu Zhao laugh, Jixuan thinks it's time. "Yu Zhao, I'm sorry." On the beta, so nothing's gonna happen inside. Strawberry shortcake like you is gonna get eaten up. The Jixuan, you're really losing it. You know why he likes you? Because you look exactly like me. Ha. But Yuzhou is still scared of the guy. It's okay. He really likes me. After practice, Yuzhou can't help but ask. I already did it with him. Sun can't hide the smile on his face. Am I that good? Guess my practice paid off. I thought you'd only do this with me. I was planning to turn him down anyway. 先走 and don't meet up with Wen Yuzhou. I'm leaving now. 我接 him. While waiting, Jixuan kills time drawing cat ears on Yuzhou's photo. If he asks, don't blow my cover. We gotta practice regularly to get better. When Yuzhou said he likes you, this is weird. Why do you look so happy when Yuzhou says he likes me? When should we practice, y'all? You know why he likes you. Because you look exactly like me. Did a dog bite your conscience today too? It hasn't even been a week. Hey, stop using that sticker. I'm traumatized. What the heck? Hey, I told you not to use it. I'm seriously gonna report you. Hairui spits out her coffee. Her innocent ears are ruined. Okay, thanks. You like the owner of the shop where Yuzhou works, right? I'll be your wingman. You just gotta reject Yuzhou without mercy. Jixuan opens the door to leave, but suddenly remembers something. Oh yeah, one more thing. I told Yuzhou you're into BDSM and love blindfold games. If he asks, don't blow my cover. We gotta practice regularly to get better. Ever since he got a taste, Jixuan thinks about practice every day. Today Yuzhou is waiting at the bakery for a cake. He gets a text from Jixuan. Jixuan is way too eager. Yuzhou sends a meme back. 我要用的固挺这仿鱼式的洗边省飞刀。Hey, 四道鱼性能在此地可以放牙并吃到新。Yuzhou sends him the whole sticker pack. These nicknames are way too flirty. Yuzhou picks up the custom cake from the staff. He rides off happily. Turns out Yuzhou is throwing Jixuan an early birthday party, because Jixuan will be abroad on his actual birthday. He likes me so much. So sweet. He's throwing me an early party so I won't be sad. Yuzhou tells him to hurry and blow out the candles. Jixuan pesters Yuzhou to sing him happy birthday. He wants to hear the lyric Dear Yin Jixuan. After the song, Jixuan happily blows out the candles. He doesn't forget to text Hairui saying Yuzhou loves him. Hairui is speechless about her lovesick cousin. The two finish the cake and have some drinks. Leans against Yuzhou affectionately. Is there anything you want as a gift? Yuzhou looks at him with a smile. Why would you give me a gift on your birthday? Jixuan grabs Yuzhou's hand. His gaze is practically melting. Yuzhou watches Jixuan's face slowly lean in. He gently pushes him away. After filming an ad today, someone approached Jixuan again. Why you're wasting your life? Society is sick because of people like you. I'm pure. Leave me alone. Jinghao stares at Jixuan intently. Jixuan's hand pauses. Jinghao gets excited. Want me to introduce you to something good? I have a friend using forced differentiation drugs. Jixuan stands up, his tone ice cold. Lin Jinghao, are you out of your mind? You shot one Lei Mag, and now you think we're buddies. Jianhao lowers his head. Jixuan steps forward and continues. Control yourself from now on. Don't talk to me about that garbage. And I already tried that stuff a long time ago. After Jixuan leaves, Jinghao is still shaken. He grips his phone tightly. Yuzhou looks completely worn out. Even the boss comes over to check on him. Yuzhou laughs and says he hasn't been sleeping well lately. The boss jokes that he's been staying up gaming. Yuzhou scratches his head thinking he's been staying up, but doing other things. Yuzhou mops the floor, thinking he and Jixuan have been practicing more and more lately. What is Jixuan thinking? Good looking people even walk with swagger. Jixuan walks up and calls out to the man. I've been waiting so long I'm about to grow mold. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Yin Jixuan. The man extends his hand too. Pleasure to meet you, I'm Chi Shanzhen. Chi Shanzhen is a famous architect. Jixuan doesn't really care how impressive he is, but Yuzhou admires him greatly. Steals glances at Shanzhen. You're very different in person than in videos. You seem friendlier in videos. Shanzhen only replies as that's so. Jixuan is speechless, guy's impossible to talk to. Just then, Yuzhou calls. Jixuan answers immediately. Jixuan's tone with Yuzhou is gentle and affectionate. Sharp Shanzhen notices this right away. He turns to look at Jixuan, seemingly thinking about something. Jixuan takes Shanzhen to an empty lot. Looks like Jixuan bought this land and is planning to build a house. So he specifically asked Shanzhen to come see the site and design a new home. Shanzhen records the surroundings with his phone. He turns and notices Jixuan on the phone again. Smiling happily, Shanzhen quietly lowers his phone. After checking out the site, they go to a cafe to discuss design details. Jixuan wants good lighting because his roommate is scared of the dark. He doesn't want rooms that are too small because his partner feels claustrophobic. He wants a big yard because his partner likes animals. The house doesn't need to be too big, because he wants to see his partner the moment he walks in. Shan puts down his pen. Is this the person who called you earlier? Jixuan smiles.
Is it that obvious?
That's right. I'm going to marry him someday. Jixuan decides to build a house just for Yu Zhao. Every detail is based on what Yu Zhao likes. He even hired Yu Zhou's favorite architect, Shi Shanzheng, to design it. But Jixuan could never have imagined. 你受过星系自己日记的达到万忙和世事物星际子 never go as planned 的福管. But right now, no one knows what's coming. Yu Zhao excitedly tells Jixuan that Shi Shanzheng is coming to teach at their school. Jixuan wonders if this is why Shi Shanzheng came back. Yu Zhao continues, I'm working through this week. I'll quit after the semester starts.
Okay.
What about Lai Ruby? I'll come see you on your last day. Whatever. Yu Zhao looks at him. Will this be the last practice? Yu Zhao thinks about seeing Hairui outside the cafe the other day. Was Hairui there to see him? Would confessing to her work? Just then, Yu Zhou's dad suddenly calls. Watching Yu Zhao happily chatting with his dad, Jixuan feels down. His dad passed away and his mom abandoned him. Yesterday, Xinzheng mentioned seeing his mom at a hospital in Journey. He specifically called his uncle to confirm. Jixuan angrily and sadly asked why his mother ignored him. Just because you give birth, you have to love them was all he got back. Poor Jixuan. Soon it's Yu Zhou's last day at work. Huang comes to see Yu Zhou as promised, and gets the owner's number for Hairui while he's at it. But when Yu Zhou sees Jixuan asking the owner for her number, he suddenly feels really off. I thought you were my bro, but you want to marry me. When will Yu Zhao realize Jixuan likes him? When his confession failed today, Jixuan was the one who comforted him. Though Jixuan knows Hairui is a lesbian. There's no way she'd like Yu Zhou. And when Yu Zhou says she fell for Hairui at first sight, it must be because Hairui looks like him. Jixuan tells Yu Zhou, these feelings you have are fake. You're only so confused because you haven't realized real feeling. You're chasing the surface. You're a really great person. Li Hairui just doesn't have taste. Yu Zhou pouts. What's so great about me? Jiqiu and Ling Jing. You're actually super cute. You know when someone thinks you're cute, it means they're already in too deep. Yu Zhao frowns. Isn't that what you say when you can't think of anything else to compliment? Jixuan goes on. I wouldn't call just anyone cute. My standards are high. Don't you know that? Yu Zhao blushes. Now that you put it that way, maybe so. Getting rejected is actually good. I'll focus on my studies. I'll study hard and get into Shi Shanzheng's firm someday. But that determination gets crushed when Yu Zhou tries to register for class. Course registration is a battlefield. Yu Zhao couldn't get into Shi Shanzheng's class and feels crushed. Jixuan sees how upset he is, even though he finds Shi Shanzheng annoying. Should he help Yu Zhao talk to him? Yu Zhao won't give up. He says he'll write to Shi Shanzheng to fight for a spot. But after sending the email, there's no response. The next day, Yu Zhao gathers his courage and goes to Shi Shanzheng's office. Standing at the office door, Yu Zhao hesitates about what to say. A deep male voice comes from behind him. This is my office. Are you looking for me? Holding someone's hand is way too intimate. Yu Zhou came to see Professor Shi hoping he'd add one more spot to the class. But when Shi Shanzheng actually appears in front of him, Yu Zhao is instantly nervous. Shi Shanzheng asks, are you here about a course spot? What's your name? Yu Zhou nods and tells him his name. Shi Shanzheng opens the door. Come in and let's talk. Sorry, it's a bit messy in here. I knew who you were as soon as I heard your name. You wrote such a long email. Took me forever to read it. Because I really admire you, Professor. I majored in architecture because of you. I was so excited when I heard you were coming to teach at our school. Yu Zhou gets even more nervous. I'm so sorry. I'm just really nervous. I know it's rude to just show up like this, but I really want to take your class. I'll work really hard, I promise. Shanzheng walks closer to him. You're so sincere. I can't really say no. I'll add a spot for you. Yu Zhao is moved. Thank you, Professor. If it's okay, could you give me your autograph? Autograph? But I don't have any paper. How about this instead? Shanzheng takes Yu Zhou's hand. This'll probably wash off pretty quick. But next time we meet, I'll sign another one for you. His idol, actually, signed his hand. 这是杯铁更大还是当我双手两一鸟掉选丢了 When Yu Zhao, would you like to work as an assistant at my company? His idol invited him to be his assistant. Wow, I dreaming. Of course I'd love to. Well, Professor, she says, I'll contact you about the company stuff. Give me your number. Wait guys, I just noticed something. Professor Shi just said he had no paper, so he signed Yu Zhou's hand. How come now? Now when he wants the phone number, he suddenly has paper to write with. 好，当地点先帮是我们一个说一可讲匿名。那若 Professor 俺们还得要安全他 I still can't believe this. That floor was too slippery, and he fell down the stairs. This is just great. You're really something. All grown up and you still fall down the stairs. Everyone falls some time. Are you hurt anywhere else? Let me see. Jixuan applies medicine to Yu Zhou's back. Your back's all red. You sure you don't need to go to the hospital? Saihan painfully helps Yu Zhao rub his foot. Yu Zhou doesn't care about the injury at all. He happily tells Jixuan he can take Professor Shi's class, and he's even going to work as an assistant at his company. Why so sudden? After he agreed to let me add the class, I was about to leave, then he suddenly asked if I wanted a job. Jigsuan gets a bit annoyed. Do you really have to work at his company? If you need spending money, I gave you my card, didn't I? Just to use my card, why won't you use it? Yu Zhao says firmly, you dummy, I'm not doing this for the money. Jigsuan nuzzles Yu Zhao and complains, this is so annoying, you and your Qi Shanzheng fanboy. Why'd you sign your hand anyway? I have something else to tell you. Whispers in Jigsuan's ear. What? Your dads are coming tomorrow. Dad sensed something off with the pheromones. Soon as they enter, don't come any closer. But he gets pinned down immediately. That experience really does win out. My baby boy, how have you been? What happened to your face? Jigsuan already escaped to Yu Zhao's house using work as an excuse. The dads ask Yu Zhao how he's been living here. It's just a bit noisy sometimes. Jigsuan always complains about that. Dad laughs and says they should move then. The family goes to look at a new house together. Yu Zhao suddenly remembers the last time they moved. It's a freezing. Yu Zhao just stepped out of the elevator and found Jigsuan sitting at his front door. Yu Zhao goes over to wake him up. Jigsuan's eyes light up as soon as he sees Yu Zhao. Yu Zhao, I'm so cold. Did you move here? I went to your old place and couldn't find anyone. Yu Zhao opens the door while saying. Jigsuan looks down. Are you mad at me? After they go inside, Yu Zhao can't help but speak first. I'm just gonna ask you one thing. You could have just stayed there. Why'd you come back? Jigsuan says a bit sheepishly. Yu Zhao thinks back to the past. Jigsuan really is someone who does whatever he wants. You didn't contact me at all these years you were abroad. Of course I wouldn't know. Are you mad at? Didn't your uncle say anything? I'm just gonna ask you one thing. 你就为什么要回啊? You could just stayed there. Why'd you come back?
Because it's Christmas. Didn't your uncle say anything?
They should know we didn't. How would they know? You know how babies are made, right?
The alpha pheromones on you are really strong. Hearing Professor Shi say this, Yu Zhao feels totally mortified. Was he giving off Jigsuan's pheromones all day? Today is Yu Zhao's first day at work. His coworker is really friendly. Yu Zhao, you're here. Hearing the professor call him Yu Zhao instead of his full name, Yu Zhao is thrilled. The other coworkers are whispering. First time seeing the boss smile. I'll introduce you to the other coworkers. Just come to my office today. You can just call me Professor. Yu Zhao nods happily. Professor Shi brings Yu Zhao to the office. First day, just get familiar with your work. Yu Zhao watches Professor Qi carefully demonstrate. Professor Shi smells so good. Do all alphas have such great bodies? Yu Zhao is staring at the professor when he suddenly gets called out. What are you thinking about so hard? Yu Zhao blushes and looks down. It's because you're so handsome, Professor. Professor Qi pauses. Looks like you know how to survive in the workplace. First day, and you're already flattering the boss. No, I really mean it. Never mind me. What do you think of the company? Even better than I imagined. Everyone's really nice. That's good. You can ask them if you don't understand something. They'll help you out. Yes, Professor. But you still need to be careful not to give off pheromones. Some coworkers aren't betas, including me.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yu Zhao groggily rubs his eyes. Suddenly wakes up seeing it's Jixuan. I don't know if it's because your boyfriend is super possessive, but the alpha pheromones on you are really strong. Jixuan gets hit in shock. Am I overreacting?
Yu Zhao is angry.
Even Professor Chi had to come remind me. How much of your pheromones did you leave on me? They get into a big fight over the pheromones. Yu Zhao is mad that Jixuan secretly left his pheromones on him and embarrassed him in front of Professor Shi. But Jixuan says the pheromones he left can't be smelled unless you get really close. Don't come to my place for a while.
Yu Zhao hits him angrily.
We were working. What else? Jixuan panics. What's that supposed to mean? Yu Zhao squints at him. How am I supposed to trust you? I can't even smell pheromones. Get out. Get out. You left your pheromones on me, didn't you? You know how embarrassed I was at the company today. How did you find out? Even when Professor Che had to come remind me. And how much of your pheromones did you leave on me? It's embarrassing for me to be out. Yu Zhao turns and notices the wound on Jixuan's neck. Still can't help but worry. How'd you get hurt there? Jixuan pitifully touches his neck. Must have scratched it when I took off the necklace. It really hurts. Shunsuan says the pheromones he left can't be smelled unless you get really close. And asks what he and Professor Che were doing. We were working. What else? Anyway, don't come to my place for a while now. Good. What if I just don't leave my pheromones? How am I supposed to trust you? I can't even smell pheromones out. It's better if you just don't come. It's already late. I didn't drive here. You're really gonna kick me out. I'm allergic to taxes. And I rushed over right after work, didn't even have time to change up. It's embarrassing for me to be out like this. This is so frustrating. 有气了我。忘了好几事. How'd you get hurt there? Must have scratched it when I took off the necklace. It hurts. And it's summer now. What if my wound gets infected? If you're currently in a relationship. Okay. Go take a shower.